Hello and welcome to I Love Our Earth's 45-minute full body stretch and strengthening routine. This is the fourth session of 5 and we'll be going over the upper body stretch portion of the routine. Make sure you stay hydrated, and if you haven't done any cardio exercise before starting this video, I recommend doing a few jumping jacks before we begin. Sorry, I recorded this video later than I normally do, so the lighting is a little weird. Just bear with me. Alright, so perhaps you remember where we left off last time. We had just rolled up and now we're here. As per request, here is how to stand properly. Make sure your knees aren't locked but they're slightly bent. Tuck your tailbone under so that your lower abs are engaged. Have a straight spine and then turn the palms of your hands out. Feel how it opens up your shoulders. Leave your shoulders there, but drop your arms, and then just let your head sort of float on top of your neck. Alright, great. So, continuing with the routine. The first thing we're going to do is do 2 rolls of our neck to the right. And do 2 breaths per roll for a total of 4 breaths. Go nice and slowly. Then the other way. 2 neck rolls to the left for a total of 4 breaths. And really just feel each part of your neck stretching out when you do this. Alright, now we're going to first look right and breathe in, and when you look left, breathe out. Do that twice, then we're going to go up and down. Breathe in when you look up, breathe out when you look down. Then we're going to tilt our head first to the right, then to the left. Breathe in to the right and breathe out to the left. And then kind of do like a little head bob. In when you stick your chin forward and out when you bring your chin back. We're going to do head wobbles to the side, in to the right, out to the left. Shoulder rolls. 4 shoulder rolls backwards. Then 4 shoulder rolls forward. Breathe in on the first 2 and out on the second 2. Then bring your hand up to your left shoulder and do 4 rolls back and 4 rolls forward. And when you do this, you want to really crunch your shoulder and see how far you can make your shoulder rotate in each direction. Then we're going to do full arm circles, 4 backwards and 4 forwards for each arm. Again, breathing in on the first 2 rolls and out on the second 2. Now we're going to wave our arms backwards and forwards. When you cross in front of you, alternate for, one arm on top, then the other arm on top. Now we're doing back twisties. Just kind of have your arms loose and floppy and twist as far back as you can. Now we're going to do the shoulder stretch. Bring your left arm across your body and your right arm to your elbow. Use that right arm to pull your left closer to your body, and this should stretch out your shoulder. We're going to do the same thing on the other side with your right arm across and your left arm pulling it towards your body. You're holding both of these for 2 breaths, by the way. We're going to go up over our head. Use your right arm to grab your left elbow and pull it towards the right side of your body. And hold that for 2 breaths. Then do the other side. Left hand grabbing your right elbow and pulling over to the left. And hold this for 2 breaths as well. So now what you're going to do is clasp your hands together and put them on the crown of your head. Then you're going to breathe in, and when you breathe out, pull your elbows down slightly and push your chin in, up, and back against your hands. But don't pull your elbows down too far. You don't want to be able to see your feet. So breathe in, and when you breathe out, push your chin in, up, and back. Breathe in, and then when you breathe out, chin in, up, and back against your hands. Do that 3 times, and then on the 4th time, you can go further down so that you can see your feet, and then push your chin in, up, and back. Drop your hands and let your head float up. Great. So now you're going to give yourself a big hug and hold on to your shoulder blades. Roll over ever so slightly and take 2 breaths in this position, and then roll over a little bit further and take a 3rd breath. This should open up the space in between your shoulder blades. Drop your hands and let your head float up. Great, so now you're going to find the muscle right underneath your right collarbone and hold on to it. Then you're going to breathe in, and when you breathe out, tilt your left ear towards your left shoulder and your chin up towards the sky. Then bring your head up, breathe in, and tilt it down when you breathe out. This should stretch out the right side of your neck, and you're going to do that 3 times. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Find the muscle right underneath your left collarbone, hold on to it, and breathe in, and then when you breathe out, tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder and your chin towards the sky to stretch out the left side of your neck, and do that 3 times. Breathe in, breathe out, tilt. Great job. So now you're going to put your right arm out with your palm facing up. Relax your shoulder and your elbow, and then tilt your head to the left until you feel the entire muscle from your neck all the way down your arm being stretched. And you're going to hold that for 2 breaths. Then do the same thing on the other side with your left palm up, your shoulder and your elbow relaxed. Pull your head to the right until you feel the stretch going all the way down your arm, and hold that for 2 breaths as well. Alright, now I'm going to teach you guys some dance moves. We're going to be doing some chest isolations that involve moving the part of your body right in between your shoulder blades. So if you imagine something pushing you forward right in between your shoulder blades or backwards, that is what this is going to look like. So first we're going to go forward, then to the left, then back, then to the right. And breathe in when you do 2 of these movements, and breathe out when you do the other 2. Then we're going to do the same thing going towards the other side, and really try to isolate this upper part of your body. Then we're going to do some rolls, just 1 breath in each direction, just kind of loosening up our upper body. Then we're going to do the same thing with our hips. Try to isolate the part of your body right below your hip bones. Forward, left, back, and then right. Again, breathing in when you do 2 of these motions and out when you do the other 2. And we're going to go back the other direction. Forward, right, back, left, and then some hip rolls. Work it, girls, work it in both directions. Great job. More dance moves, the body roll. I know you've always wanted to learn this one. Basically, you move 1 part of your body at a time. I'm pointing to the part of my body that I'm moving, starting with your chin and then going down and ending with your hips back. Then you're going to roll back up, starting with your hips moving forward and ending with your head. So we're going to do 2 of these. Breathe in when you roll down and breathe out when you roll up. Great. Now we're going to do them to the side. So put your right arm out, go wrist, elbow, shoulder, and then when you put it all together, it's bloop. That's the arm wave. You can go back the other way, shoulder, elbow, wrist, flat. And then when you put it all together, it goes bloop. So we're going to start with our arm, and then we're going to roll our entire body down, starting with our shoulder, and then ending with our hips back. Then when you roll back up, you move your hips forward and then end with your arm out. So we're going to do 2 of these again. Breathe in when you roll down, breathe out when you roll up. Great. Same thing on the other side. Wrist, elbow, shoulder on your left arm. And then when you put it together, it looks like that. And then to go back up, you go shoulder, elbow, wrist, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and then bloop, putting it all together. So we're going to start with the arm and then go into the shoulder, roll down, and with your hips in the other direction, then push your hips back up and then end with your arm. So we're going to do 2 of these side rolls. Breathe in when you roll down and breathe out when you roll up. Woo! You guys are all great dancers. So now what you're going to do is try to find a spot where you can be seen. Not very well, sorry. Put your left arm out and grab your right leg, stretching out your calf. Hold that for 2 breaths, then lean forward as far as you can and hold that for 2 breaths, and then pull your foot up as high as you can and hold that for 2 breaths. Whew. Great job. Same thing on the other side. This is as much a balance test as it is a stretch. So grab your left leg and hold your right arm out. Hold that for 2 breaths, then lean forward as far as you can. Hold that for 2 breaths, and then bring your foot up as high as it'll go and hold that for 2 breaths. All right. I always like to end with a back bend because they are so nice. If you have to lie on your back and then push up into a back bend, you are normal. And just sort of walk it out a little bit. Move your hands around. Really stretch out your back. It's a great way to end the routine. And that's it. Yay! Don't forget to stay hydrated and loosen up a little bit. You guys have all worked really hard these past 3 sessions, and I'm very proud of you. I will see you tomorrow for the whole routine uninterrupted, although I'll probably have to post multiple videos on YouTube since they can only be 15 minutes. Oh, there's the cat again. He decided to show up, which made for some good fun. And thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.